This is Trade Talk Today, and this is day 3 of the XPONENTIal. Trade Talk Today looks at program highlights, special events, and also the people behind the trade fair. We are talking today to Oleg Pulzin from Airbus, as well as Malte Seifert, the director of the XPONENTIal. Really looking forward to talking to our two guests, and let's get the show on the road.
Welcome to Trade Talk Today, your daily insight. This show is brought to you by
Airbus Helicopters.
Good morning, Oleg. Thank you so much for being here with us at Trade Talk today.
Good morning, Michael. Nice to be here. Thank you for welcoming here today. I'm really happy to be here.
Absolutely. Before we dive deep into our interview, I want us to start with some rapid fire questions just to get the energy up and get people getting to know you a little bit, with regards to how do you think, how do you tick, and also maybe some or other private things. Also, let's see how it goes. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Okay. Morning espresso or fruit juice?
Morning espresso.
Multitasking or single focus?
Multitasking, of course.
Data-driven or intuition?
Intuition.
Scheduled or spontaneous?
Spontaneous.
Multi-rotor or single-rotor drones?
Both.
Good. Okay. Manual or autonomous flight?
Both, I would say.
Taking risks or playing it safe?
Playing it safe.
Okay.
No risks.
Your weekend getaway, is your ideal situation a mountain cabin or a beach retreat?
Beach retreat.
Beach retreat. Email or phone call?
Phone call.
And if you had a superpower, would you prefer invisibility or the ability to fly?
Ability to fly. Make
Good.
it fly.
I think everybody has said that thus far. Let's quickly go into multi-rotor or single-rotor drones. You mentioned both. Give me some background. Why both? One over the other?
Because if you look at our stand, we have two rotors, like a helicopter separated by two rotors, the main rotor to lift the helicopter and the tail rotor in order to steer it. But of course, the main rotor, this is why I said both, because we have both in our stand. One rotor as a main rotor and of course, supportive rotors. But of course, both is so portfolio, you will see it later in our presentation at least, or you see it on our stand.
Very good.
Both is available. Yeah.
Very good. And when you want to get away from everything, what is your favorite beach that you want to go to?
One of my favorites is in Larnaca, or next to Larnaca in Cyprus.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's get into some of the questions. You brought with us a souvenir to kind of start off the conversation. And what is the link of this photograph to Airbus?
As you can see on this photo, there is a wide range of drones presented here in a really nice graphic. So you can see in the lower part are the drones with a lower payload, and getting up and higher, it's increasing in terms of, not of course for all of those, but for the payload, but as well in endurance. Yeah. So meaning here on this picture, we're presenting the whole portfolio of the drones, covering the time being airborne, and carrying payload of different classes, like 1-2 kilograms up to 400 kilograms for the Eurodrone. And this is the spirit of Airbus, Defense and Space and helicopters, to work on the drone, address all the portfolio to the customers.
Very, very good. Thank you.
Very welcome.
Let's quickly talk about innovation. So what innovation is Airbus bringing in unmanned aircraft systems?
The innovation we are bringing, for example, you see downstairs on our stand, there is a new system which is really interesting for many customers. At least many questions addressed to us. There's a rotor, has been already showed on the picture, which is taking off, a drone which is taking off vertically and then it tilts to a horizontal flight using only one rotor. And of course, two rotors are to support it, like a helicopter, but it's a transitioning from a small helicopter to a small plane. And another exhibition point which we are showcasing as well, it's the VSR 700 drones having 700 kilograms of takeoff weight. So it's a big helicopter, droneized, because it was based on a civil helicopter platform, droneized to be available for unmanned mission, and of course bringing all the benefits from a serious certified helicopter in terms of operations over cities in the future, of course. Yeah.
Are there any use cases where you could imagine those being used immediately?
Yes, of course, already used. The small one is already used, operated in the US, but of course, the customers can modify the payload, so whatever they want to install on it, if it's camera or another equipment, which is bringing you eye in the sky.
Yeah, very, very good. Let's talk about the autonomous flight capabilities. How is Airbus advancing that?
Oh, you mean if you board a plane or if you're flying in a helicopter, all of them are equipped with either supplied as autopilots, or it's a own designed, own developed, for example, Airbus helicopters, 4-axis autopilot. This means we have the ability, we know how to fly an aircraft, to keep it stable in the air, to move it from A to B really safely and comfortably. In the next step, of course, of the digitalization, we can bring as well the autonomous flight. So I would not say to remove, but replace the pilot.
Right.
Many pilots maybe are not so happy with this. With the computers, which are taking care, so meaning the interface to the air, I would say, to the flight physics is there. The next one will be to safely bring the aircraft like pilots are doing as well by the computer.
Gotcha.
So this is the automatic.
Very good.
Yeah.
At the XPONENTIAL, what new achievements on the crewed or uncrewed teaming solution are highlighted or perhaps also announced?
Yes, we did. I'm speaking now for Airbus helicopters. We did a lot of tests and trials with different drone classes, with different helicopters, in order to learn how we can work together in a teaming of manned or crewed asset, vehicle, and uncrewed. So meaning a helicopter with pilot and maybe operator in it, and a drone. Of course, there is many safety aspects to be considered, many topics like operational aspects, how do you operate the drone, but of course, technical bricks as well. How do you cover the ability to fly together in this teaming? And this is what we experienced and tested over the last years. And today we are ready to jump in for customers in order to specify the future, because now we know the technical bricks, but how do we go in the future? It's not only us, it's the customer, because otherwise we may turn in the wrong direction.
Absolutely. Oleg, to maybe as a last point, just keep it short and don't reveal any secrets, so to say, right? So, but looking at applying AI and digital twin technology, can you maybe paint a picture for us? What can we expect in the future?
Yes, maybe you heard about is DDMS, Digital Design Manufacturing and Services. This is a program introduced and running since a couple of years and will running in the future for digital design of the tools and production of the tools. So meaning not using a two-dimensional graphic or drawings, but go fully digitally. So you can even transit the program to the CNC machine, to machine it. And then, of course, to all the supporting parts for the customers, using AI to support operations to increase their response time and to make the customers happy.
Thank you. Yeah, it's amazing how digitalization is actually changing, right, the way that we work and that we live. Oleg, thank you so much for your time. We wish you all success further. It's the last day of the XPONENTIAL today, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the business will also remain good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that was Oleg, and at least you have an idea of all the things that Airbus is doing. Yesterday, I announced that there's going to be a drone light show. We took a video of that, of this beautiful happening, and let's have a look at the video. It's really amazing. Wow, what an emotional video. What do you think, Malte?
Yeah, well, absolutely amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
The picture is just phenomenal.
Yeah. I think this will be a great New Year celebration, right? Let's see what the city of Düsseldorf does for 2026. Yeah. So, Malte, first of all, welcome. And before we start going into the interview, I'm going to give you some rapid fire questions just to get the energy level up and maybe have a little glimpse behind you as a person, right? So I'm going to give you two options and you just choose the one that's closest to you, that's kind of more right to you. Okay, so let's start in the context of the exponential. Early bird or night owl?
Absolutely night owl.
Competition or collaboration?
Collaboration.
Multitasking or single focus?
Project management, always multitasking.
Scheduled or spontaneous?
Rather scheduled.
Tradition or innovation?
Both.
Both. Okay. Remote work or office work?
Office work.
Taking risks or playing it safe?
Taking risks.
Taking risks. Physical books or digital books?
Rather physical books.
Physical books. Okay. Your weekend getaway, either a city trip or a spa?
City trip.
City trip. And the last one, if you had a superpower, would you prefer invisibility or the ability to fly?
Definitely to fly.
Ah, very good. I don't think we've had one question that actually, or one person that said invisibility. When you mentioned early bird or night owl, right? You said night owl. Give us a little bit of an idea with regards to the preparation, the long hours that you had to do to prepare for Exponential.
Well, definitely like in the last hours of the day, I just get more and more ideas of what happened in the first half of the day and just then take the time to really, finish the day at a later pace and just, finish it all up at a later time.
Very good. And to get away from it all, city trip, what were some of the most exciting cities that you visited?
I must say Toronto in Canada was a quite interesting city.
Very good.
I really liked also Denver, where we announced Exponential.
Yeah.
Also a cool city. So always
very good.
Identify like certain things that are of interest.
That's a good place to start. Thank you, Malte. So this is the last day of the Exponential. From your point of view, what are the key factors that the Exponential did in order to establish itself as a leading trade fair in Europe?
Well, I think, first of all, the really successful concept that we embedded here in Düsseldorf coming out of the US from Exponential US is a key factor. Besides that, the partnerships that we've set up together, just to name two, AUVSI and also UAV DACH, that also really supported us on the way to this premiere here, were really substantial and the key factor. Besides that, I would say the different formats that we have within this exhibition, it's more like a convention. It's the expo hall, it's the keynotes in the morning, the different breakout sessions, the different topics that are covered and given added value to the visitors. And last but not least, I would say also to experience a live demonstration to get social acceptance for these systems are key factors.
Absolutely. And as I said, it is the long game, right? That we need to do. What were some of the major topics, trends, and technologies that define the Exponential this year?
I think first and foremost, talking about regulations. The chance that an industry and authorities come together and talk about regulations are a really important point. Second are standardization and harmonization of these systems. Yesterday we had the standards forum, and to really develop certain standards to give the industry something to move forward are quite crucial. Last but not least, I would say to give or to present Europe as the marketplace for these systems. There are really cool technology and cool companies already here in Europe driving the topic forward. It's not only the US or only Asia. Europe is substantial, it's a substantial marketplace. And I think we have shown that here at Exponential Europe at the premiere.
Very good. Let's quickly stay there, because the way that you push in order to form the future, what is the long-term impact that you think the Exponential will have on Europe and also the uncrewed systems industry?
I think it's really important to drive business, to drive partnerships, to drive networks, to give the industry the possibility to accelerate their market entry and to drive business so that they can substantially survive and really drive this industry forward. And I think this is going to be our job in the next years to come. We had a really brilliant premiere with Exponential Europe. We designed the marketplace in Europe for all these companies. And I think this is going to be our job to drive that in the future, be the European marketplace where everybody comes together, everybody talks to everybody, air domain is talking to ground, ground is talking to maritime, drive the topic forward. And I think this is going to be our job, Exponential Europe, to make it the leading marketplace in Europe.
Very good. Malte, we spoke to Peter Leitz from Hearth Engines yesterday, and he had some wonderful things to say about the Exponential. Let's quickly listen in.
Frankly speaking, all of my partners, competitors mentioned out impressive show. Yeah, no one expects such good audience, a good setup. It's not the biggest one, but it's quite a great show, and I hope it will grow. And I hope we will also support the European UAV market, because this market is growing.
Very good. So, how happy does that make you, just listening to that?
Well, makes me really happy to get such a feedback from an established component manufacturer in the industry. And I think it just really gives back what I just have mentioned.
Yes.
We want to drive that forward and to develop this as a marketplace for these kind of companies, to bring everybody together, to scale their business and give them business opportunities. I think that's what we're here for with Exponential Europe. That's what we're doing at Messe Düsseldorf, and I can't wait to move forward.
Very good. I'm going to give you the last word in a second, but just a reminder that today is indeed the last day of the Exponential. I would ask you all to make sure that you've downloaded the Exponential app, install it, and then bookmark all the products and people that you want to see, companies that you want to see, and make sure of the interactive hall plan to find your place quickly. And so from my side, as this is the last day, I wanted to say thank you. It was a great pleasure looking at this great trade fair in its first year. And Malte, I'm going to give the last word to you. Do we have any dates for last year, and maybe just some closing words as well? For next year, I mean, not last year, for next year. Yeah.
So from my side and the entire team from the Exponential Europe community, and towards all exhibitors, visitors, and partners, thank you very much for making Exponential Europe 2025 such an successful premiere. And we can't wait now to welcome you at Exponential Europe 2026 from the 24th to the 26th of March 2026 here at Messe Düsseldorf.
This show was brought to you by
Airbus Helicopters,